Hello, 11th graders. Today we are going to continue with our English classes. So the topic that we address today is active voice and passive voice. But before going directly to the topic, I would like to do a review on the previous topic. Vamos a hacer un repaso antes de empezar del tema que vimos la clase pasada. Okay, so what was the previous topic? Was reported speech. Here I have 5 sentences. Tengo 5 oraciones aquí. Los invito a que tomen sus apuntes y busquen las reglas para hacer reported speech para poder desarrollar este ejercicio. So, I have a sentence, something that somebody says, and I need you to create the report. So, I have a blank, look at, a blank space, and I need you to create the report according to the previous sentence. So, number 1, I'll send you a postcard. He told us that he... What would be the possible answer? Because this is in simple future, the report is with would. So he told us that he would send us a postcard. So the correct answer is would send. Number 2, we have bought a new car. They told me that you had to do a report. This is a present perfect sentence, so you have to create the report in past perfect. Very good. Past perfect. So they told me that they had bought a new car. Number 3, I don't speak German. She said that this is simple present, the report is in simple past. Very good. So didn't speak. Number 4, you failed your art exam. You said that we, again, this is past simple and the report is in past perfect. We had failed our art exam. And finally, I can't drive. He said that he couldn't drive. Couldn't drive. Okay. Recuerden que hay una tablita allá en la teoría de reported speech que deben repasar y deben volver a retomar este tema que era parte del examen final de este periodo. So, to start this lesson, I would like to tell you that in English we have different words to refer to a robbery, okay? En inglés tenemos diferentes palabras que se refieren a robos, okay? Before starting the topic, I would like to teach you what are those different words and what are the differences. So, in terms of robberies, we have theft, robbery, and burglary. Without looking at the words, sin ver las palabras, miremos las imágenes, look at the pictures. What can be the difference? Well, you can see, yes, there is a house, there is someone shouting with a gun, yes, and someone trying to enter to a car, okay? A theft. A theft is when something is taken, the property of another without permission with the intent to permanently keep it, okay? Robbery is a theft, but with the use of fear of violence to accomplish the theft. And burglary is the act of an unlawful entry into a structure such as a business or a home with the intent to commit a crime inside. Okay, so now I have the possible translation to this. So tell me, what would be an atraco? What would be robo o estafa? And what can be robo de una casa o sitio cerrado? So let's match them. Okay. So what would be an atraco? Very good. A robbery. Good. What would be a robo o estafa? A theft. And what would the robo de una casa o sitio cerrado? A burglary. So having in our mind clear these 3 different terms, let's start. So I invite you to read this text and try to analyze and understand the situation. In your notebook, I need you to copy the text and have the vocabulary. You can pause the video and start doing. Vamos a leer este texto. En su cuaderno van a crear su vocabulario. Pueden pausar el video para que lo puedan leer y entender de qué se trata. Okay, I'm gonna read it quickly, but you can stop it and you can look for the different unknown vocabulary. On the 9th of January 12th, Star Video on Main Street was vulgarized. The police report the following. The glass door was broken and the alarm was disconnected. The suspect, who was watching a video, was found in a back room. Police were led to the suspect by a trail of popcorn and gummy bears. He was taken to the police station for questioning. If a crime is committed, a suspect is usually arrested and taken to jail. A lawyer is called and suspect is interviewed. If a trial is necessary, jurors are selected. If the defendant is found guilty, he is sentenced by the judge to serve time in prison. It was adapted from Luhmann Steiner Wells 2006, focus on grammar part 3. Okay, so this is a common situation in a burglary. Very good, in a burglary. O un robo a un sitio cerrado. Let's continue. What happened on January the 21st? If a crime is committed, what happened to the suspect? Vamos a responder estas dos preguntas en nuestro cuaderno y vamos a tratar de entrar dentro del texto y mirar cuáles serían las posibles respuestas. Okay. Can you find some special new structures in the reading? Yo quiero que las subrayen en su cuaderno y las vayan señalando. I have it in red. So the special structure is was vulgarized, was broken, was disconnected, was found, and so on and so forth. Look at how many we have in this text. That kind of sentence are the ones that we call passive voice. Este tipo de oraciones son las que llamamos voz pasiva. But they are conformed by a subject, the verb to be, and the main verb into past participle. Yes? For example, esta video was vulgarized. Al final de la oración se coloca el objeto, que normalmente está seguido por la partícula by. Recuerde by, no be, porque be es el verbo to be. By plus an object. Entonces, esta video was vulgarized, which means fue robado. The videos were not stolen. Los videos no fueron robados. A case is being reviewed by a judge. El caso está siendo revisado por el juez o por un juez. Okay. In English and in Spanish too, we have active voice and passive voice. What is the difference between these two kind of structure? Cuando una oración está en voz activa, active voice, the order of the sentence is subject plus verb plus object. As you can see, the children, the subject, verb saw, and object, the movie. But I can transform it, yes, because I can move the movie for being the subject and the children to be the adjective, okay? Let's compare active and passive sentence. The object of the active sentence is the movie, el objeto, yes, and is the subject of the passive voice sentence. If the agent of the action, the person who performs the action is mentioned, you follow by the particle by, okay? So, los niños vieron la película. La película fue vista por los niños. This agent or object that we saw in the previous sentence, the object. Not only you can use by, no solamente puedo usar by, hay otras maneras de colocar los objetos de las oraciones en pasivo, como por ejemplo las partículas at o prepositions of time like at, on, and in. For example, at for the time, for the hour, at 7 o'clock. On for some places or for example on a specific day of the week on Tuesday, yes, and in for the date. Estos usos de estas tres partículas ustedes ya los habían visto conmigo en décimo, con la profe Nidia también, por lo tanto les invito a revisarlos porque los pueden utilizar para el trabajo que van a entregar. Okay. The passive voice is something that you have to have in your mind that, and it is possible to create active and passive sentences into the whole different grammatical tenses. Yes, so you can do it in simple present, present continuous, etc., past continuous, and so on and so forth. Este resumen también se los entrego en la guía donde van a ver cómo estaría un verbo, que aquí vamos a tomar el verbo keep, cómo lo podría hacer en simple present, en voz activa, y cómo lo volvería a voz pasiva. Mi invitación es a que cojan cada una de estas oraciones, las analicen, miren su significado y lo entiendan. Así es más fácil a la hora de construir texto. Ok. Active voice. Y vamos a mirar apenas los dos primeros ejemplos. El verbo skip, si lo quiero hacer en voz pasiva, sería skip, porque recuerde que debe llevar el verb to be. So, un example in active sentence can be, I keep the butter in the fridge. Yo guardo la mantequilla en el refrigerador. Su posible equivalencia es, la mantequilla es guardada en el refrigerador. So, the butter is kept in the fridge. For the present continuous or present progressive, is keeping, is being kept. John is keeping my house tidy. My house is being kept tidy. No necesitamos todas las veces colocar el agente, solamente donde sea estrictamente necesario o estemos 100% seguros de quién hizo la acción. Entonces, como aquí les estaba diciendo, van a encontrarlo en todos los tiempos. Y en la guía se los dejé en una tablita como para que si lo pueden imprimir o lo quieren copiar, lo quieren repasar, ahí están todos los tiempos. Okay, let's start with a free practice. Una primera práctica. You have to fill in the blanks with the passive voice of the verbs in parentheses. Use the modal given or the tense given when necessary. Okay? For example, yo tengo una oración que voy a transformar a voz pasiva que será en simple present y el verbo va a ser give. The best actor is given an Oscar. ¿Ok? Entonces voy a construir mis oraciones, ¿cierto? Con cada uno de las clues, de las guías que me están dando. Esto va a aparecer en su actividad, ¿no? ¿Ok? If you have any question, please send me to my email or to using the Google group if when necessary, and send the activities in the correct Google group or in the correct WhatsApp group. En resumen, pero esto lo van a ver en la guía, estas son a términos generales, de lo que se conforma su trabajo escrito. So you have to read the newspaper's article quickly and you have to answer some questions. Second, you have to create and distinguish between a fact and an opinion. And finally, you have to write a newspaper article. Va a ser muy corto la escritura de ese mini artículo de periódico y con unas características particulares. Okay, guys, it was everything for today. So hope you continue working very hard and see us next class.